welcome to the Derp channel. My name is Ski Nerd, over there is Derp, and we are here to review Bad Santa. And in case you forgot, please like and subscribe if you wish. If you have any suggestions for other movies you want us to review, leave a comment down below. Or if you are watching live, you can chat to us or whatever.
We'll do the sequel tomorrow.
Yes. It is a double upload for your pleasure.
Since
And
this is the last week of Christmas, or before Christmas.
yeah, makes sense. It only makes sense. We're doing Band Santa 2 next week.
Tomorrow.
Just, yeah. Oh, technically it is next week. It was Sunday, right?
Not if you go by my work schedule.
That's true.
My work week starts on Fridays.
Yeah, it makes sense. I've been there. So yeah, tomorrow we'll be doing that. So you get a double upload this week. And awesome. So let's get into it. So we'll just do I think for this one, because we've both seen it before, we'll do a quick synopsis of what the movie's about, and then we'll get into some of the scenes that we liked. So basically, it's about a guy that dresses up as Santa Claus, Billy Bob Thornton. I forget his name in the movie.
Willie.
Willie, that's right. Willie and his partner, who is a midget elf guy.
Black Dwarf.
Black Dwarf.
Named Marcus.
Yes, Marcus.
Skidmore.
Skidmore?
Yeah. That's his
Oh,
last
Marcus
name.
Skidmore, okay. Marcus Skidmore. And they go, they're thieves, and they basically dress up as Santa and an elf and infiltrate a mall every year and dig into the vault on Christmas Eve, when everything is closed down and nobody's suspecting anything. So it starts off, they're doing their thing, they're, saying hi to the kids, and then they break into the vault, and they steal the money. They steal like about $110,000, and they're like, Mr. Bad Santa is like, yeah, I'm ready to retire. I'm gonna get sober and start my own business down in Miami. And Marcus is like, no, you're not. I'm gonna call you, and you're gonna be happy to hear my call next winter. And that's exactly what happened. So they have to do it all again, and this is their eighth year in a row, I think, of them infiltrating a new mall. So this time it's in Arizona, and they travel there, and we are introduced to the mall manager. What do they call that? It's played by Scott, Mr. Ritter. What's
John Ritter.
John Ritter.
Bob Chapeska.
Mall
Manager.
Or
Owner.
Yeah, whatever. So he hires this new duo, and you have the old Santa that's really pissed off. But they're there to do the job on the cheap, and we are also introduced to Bernie Mac as a security guard.
The head security.
Mm-hmm. Head security, that's right. And does he... I don't remember his name.
I was looking up the one guy that we saw that we couldn't remember what he was in. He played Jin Slagle. Is Bernie Mac's character.
Okay. And they're starting to... He's... like every year, Willie gets more and more drunk, basically. And so he's sitting in line, and he's obnoxious, he's rude, he swears, and he has a couple passions in his life, which is oversized, no, what are they called? Plus size women.
Yep.
And booze. And he has a knack for stealing stuff. His skill is not the brains of the operation, but he has the skill to get into the safes. The smaller guy,
Marcus.
Marcus, thank you. He he and his wife, um, they he's more of the brains of the operation. He picks the place and he deals with security system, and he also is smaller, so he can get into the vents and stop the alarm from going
And
off.
dress up as a teddy bear
Yes.
or snowman.
I think a snowman,
Yep.
and then the second time he just slid down the vent.
Yep.
Um, but he disables the security card, the security system, and kind of goes in. But uh, um, Willie, he's doing his thing, and he's getting drunk, and he's pissing himself or whatever. And he meets one of the children named Thurman Merman, played by Brett Kelly, and he's like the quintessential idiot child who believes that Santa is real and is just dumb as hell and believes that Billy Bob Thornton is, or Willie is actually Santa. And Willie kind of takes advantage of this, and he just sees this kid, and he's just like, "Oh my God, what a fucking loser this kid is." He gets bullied. The other kids make fun of him for believing in Santa and stuff like that, and he has snot all over his nose. He's just um, they use the R word. I mean, a lot to describe this kid, and basically what happens is he befriends this kid, and as as this as the holiday goes on, he also befriends a woman, and they start like fucking, and she's into Santa Clauses, and he's just a drunk. He's just like, I don't really care about life. I have no skills. He's nothing to look forward to, and
Sue by the name of Laura Graham.
Laura Graham. Her name is Sue.
Yep.
Okay, and
I was just trying to find the name.
so basically, as the movie goes on, she kind of sees something in Willie, and like every day he's getting drunk and he's just like fucking a bunch of chicks in the mall and stuff like that, and he doesn't really care. He's very sloppy with his work. Um, Marcus sees this and he's just like, God damn it, I'm gonna have to get someone else next year because you're so goddamn sloppy. And there's a bunch of jokes here and there about him being short and about Willie being drunk, and how about the kid is not all mentally there. Um, but what happens is um, the manager, he um, doesn't like the sex stuff and the swearing stuff, so he asks the security guard to look into these guys, and eventually the security guard finds out that these guys are thieves and stuff like that,
And tries to blackmail him.
and he does blackmail them. He's like, I want half of your stuff. Um, and meanwhile, as he's searching one day, Willie sees that he talks to a prostitute. He's like, hey, who's in my apartment? And she's like, oh, some random dude. I think he's a cop. He's like, oh crap. Hey Marcus, we've been had. Uh, should we call it off? And he's like, no, you don't need to. He didn't have anything in there. But luckily, the day before, Thurman Merman, um,
And
he
continue.
he gave her he gave this kid a ride home because he was beat up by bullies or whatever, and he felt bad for the kid, so he took him home, and noticed that only his grandma is there and she's not all there, and she likes to try to make them sandwiches. The grandma is played by Gloris Leachman. She's a comedian that has been in a lot of stuff. Is she still alive? I think she's still alive. I don't remember. Um, she was in Young Frankenstein. I think that was her first role, or
No,
one of her first roles.
she passed away. in 2021 due to COVID and a stroke.
Oh, that sucks. RIP's in the chat, folks. Anyways, so he befriends this kid. He's quick score. He goes into the kid's safe, and he's like, and the kid thinks that he's actually Santa, and he takes advantage of that, and he takes advantage of the grandma who likes making him sandwiches. So he steals their car and steals their what was in the safe, and then after he got outed, the Bernie Mac was trying to um, uh, dig through his stuff or whatever. He decides to uh, stay with the kid, and the kid is very innocent and sweet, yet he's oblivious to a lot of things. He really pisses off Willie, thanks to how uh, not intelligent he is, um, based off of the what do we have? The checkers thing, the checkers scene. We have
The advent calendar.
yep, the advent calendar scene, and just as all like him and his grandma's like we don't really know what's happening, blah blah blah. Um, but that's really fun. And meanwhile, Bernie Mac is closing in on who these guys are. He eventually um, wants to talk to them, and he's like, "Hey, I know you guys in your guys' scam. Um, I want half." And so Marcus is just like, there's a scene with Marcus. He's just like, "Don't worry, Will, I got this. We'll give you 30%. That's fair. There's three of us." And he's like, "Half. Fine. 33%. Half. And a third? Half. 35%. 40%. 42. Uh, 45." And each time Bernie Mac is like, "Half." He's like, 48. 49. That's the best part. He's like, "Half." It's like, "Fine. 50%." Um, so he gets a cut of whatever, and he's just a security guard, and he finds out that he has his friend run his plates or whatever, and he finds out that this Willie is not the actual resident of um,
Or
the
the
house.
owner of the car.
Yeah, or
More.
the house. Um, and so he figures, oh, all right, I'm gonna look into this dude, and that's how that happens.
One quick thing, just because we kind of glanced over it, her part is kind of inconsequential, but the prostitute that was outside of the hotel is played by Octavia Spencer, who's a bigger actress nowadays.
Yeah, same with Alex Borstein. She was in a scene at the very beginning. We all know her as Lois from Family Guy, and she was also on Mad TV. Um, and anyway, so there's some more shenanigans, and
I
as
just thought, because
no,
bigger
that's
actor
good.
nowadays,
Yeah,
21 years later.
yep, exactly. Um, so as the holidays go on, he gets more in touch with this kid. This kid starts rubbing off on him, and there's even like one scene where he's so drunk he comes into work, and he's already passing out drunk before his work day even starts.
He's passing out on the escalator.
Yeah, he's on the escalator passing out. So then he's in that car, and he's trying to do the CO2, asphyxiating himself, and he's like, "Hey kid, give this letter to the police. They'll know what to do with it. Blah blah blah." And this kid is like, "Okay," and then um, the he notices a shiner on the kid's eye, and he's like, "Hey, what happened to your face, kid?" And those bullies that are bullying him, you know, um, they give him a wedgie before, and this time they give him a shiner. and he goes and beats up the kids, and he and this bartender woman are getting even closer, and as the holidays um, is gets closer to Christmas, Willie is getting happier and happier, and he's like finding a reason to live, as opposed to like dredging through life, just being an alcoholic. And during this time, Marcus kills Bernie Mac by pretending that their car was needed a jump, and they basically squish him between his truck and their van.
In a van.
And so he died, and then it becomes Christmas, and they go to do their normal thing where they break into the store, and he encounters this safe that he's just like, oh crap, this is a really tough safe. I don't think I can crack it. And they're like, are you shitting me? You can't crack this? And he goes to crack it, and he's able to do it. And immediately Marcus pulls a gun on him when he's choosing a gift for Thurman Merman, which is a pink stuffed elephant. And he's about to shoot him, and then the police surround them. It's like, hey, hold it up, stop right there. And then he tries to run away. Willie tries to run away and get his gift to Thurman Merman. And as he's, he parks his car and he gets out and he's running up to the front door of the house. He gets shot by the cops, and you have like a kid that's seen all these police officers, and Santa and his brothers and sisters are watching Santa get shot, and they all freak out, which is really great. Um, and then the movie ends on a high note. He's in the hospital, but because of that letter that he gave up his partner Marcus and his wife. Um, oh, sorry, I was reading that. They. Sorry, that was really distracting. They. Sorry. Where was I? What was I talking about? The end of the movie.
Him getting shot.
Oh right, he got shot, and he was in the hospital, and he didn't go to jail because of the letter that he gave the kid, and now his girlfriend is an illegal guardian of the kid, and he got a new shirt that says "Shit happens when you party naked," and kid was finally able to stand up to himself, stand up to a bully, which is nice and good nice ending touch, and he finally understood the meaning of Christmas. Towards the end of it, Willie did, and it's the about the people around you, which is why I really like this movie, because it's an ending you don't expect from this kind of movie. Oh, sorry. Well, that was viable football news. Oh no, that's not good. R.I.P. Tank Dell. Okay. So that was the movie in a nutshell. There are a million scenes, so many scenes we won't be able to cover them all. Um, but there's a scene, it's the boxing scene, where you have Willie, Marcus, and the kid. They're all in a boxing match, and he wants to toughen the kid up. And this kid is towering over Marcus. Marcus is like 3 feet tall, and even the kid is like 4.5 feet, maybe 5 feet at this point. Um, and he's like, you need to come on, just get into the ring and show him some move. What, are you scared of this kid? And Thurman Merman, he's like, I'm here, Marcus. He's like, oh, he's like, oh my god, that was so pathetic. Oh my god, what are you, idiot? God damn. And so then we get the whole Thurman Merman is like, how do you fight? Okay, he kicks Marcus in the balls. Marcus gets his revenge and punches Thurman Merman in the balls. Then Willie comes over. He's like, hey, what are you doing to that kid? So then he punches Willie in the balls. And then he's on the ground writhing in pain. and Marcus gets punched in the balls by Willie, and so they're all on the ground in pain. They're like, ah, ah. It's a bonding moment. Want to play again? Also, we had the checkers scene
Mhm.
where the kid and Willie are playing checkers, and it's funny. Like every time he makes a move, he moves it, and he looks at Willie's reaction, and he like puts it back, and Willie's just like bored as shit. He's just like gets fucking checkers, and he does that like 5 or 6 times, and he's just like, God damn it, kid, just make your goddamn move already. And so the kid is like, do. He king me. And he's just like, and Willie goes, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Just like takes the board, flings it up, just like, "You goddamn fucking cheat!" And then the kid with is not phased by the anger of Willie. He looks at him, goes, "Want to play again?" The other scene is. Do you want to talk about the advent calendar scene?
What about it?
Oh, it's funny. Uh, the advent calendar scene where he teaches Willie
Great.
about the advent calendar and how it works, and because well, growing up, Willie, his father wasn't really all there, and so he didn't really celebrate Christmas or know was anything about Christmas. And this kid is kind of teaching about how the advent calendar works, and um, he pops open a thing, gets a chocolate, blah blah blah, and then later on he's blackout drunk basically, and he rips open this advent calendar. Uh,
To get the chocolate.
yeah, he eats some of the chocolate, and he the next day he feels bad about it, and he tapes it up. And the kid goes, "Hey, someone messed my advent calendar." He's like, "What? No, it's fine, kid. It's fine. See, open the next one." And he opens it. It's a candy corn. He's like, "Well, they can't all be winners, can they?" Um,
And then
and then
next day, it's an aspirin.
yeah, he's like, he looks at it's a blue pill. It's like aspirin. That's Advent calendar. What's another one? Uh, I suppose the one where um, uh, he's teaching the woman about. Oh right. The woman and the kid come up to him on his break. He's eating a salad. And the mom is just like, okay, Billy, tell Santa what you want for Christmas. He turns to him and he's like, what the fuck do you want? I'm on a fucking lunch break. Just what you would expect from a nice holiday Santa on Christmas.
And I completely feel that because I worked retail for 13 years.
Yeah, you don't fuck with people on breaks. Don't go up to them, lady. That's your fault, lady.
Unless
It's your
if
fault,
you're in the
1000%.
area of your work.
Yeah. He's a mall Santa, but he's eating a goddamn salad
Because I've
in
had
the
people
salad
come
bowl.
up to me across from where I work and then ask me questions that I can't deal with till I'm back over at my work.
Yeah, don't fucking ask people when they're on break. Yeah, just being a dick move. Can I get a refund on my ticket? No, I'm on break.
That's actually exactly what the person wanted when that I specifically think of that came over and tried bugging me on my
It's
break.
like you do realize there's like an office there. You can talk to people who are actually on duty and shit. But people are dumb. Um, but there's I think we already did the half scene. Then we had like every time Willie got caught doing something like sexual or he was swearing in front of the kids, he's like, like the scene where he's asking Bernie Mac. He's like, did you get anything on him? He's like, nope, I didn't get anything. But he's like he's like he's drinking, he's swearing in front of the children. Oh my god. He's like, nope, not even a parking ticket. Yeah, he has sex with women, but where would we be with people who weren't sexual deviants? We wouldn't have a population anymore. We'd go extinct. He's like, okay. He's like this like weak little man who just anyone can say anything to him and he'll believe it, kind of
And
thing.
also, any time that he's confronted by it, he blames his low blood sugar.
Oh yeah, that's right. They get calling it off. He's like I have concerned about this about your behavior, and they're like, what do you mean behavior? Oh, he's just had a low blood sugar. He's like, yeah, I forgot to take my pill. Yeah, and when they pulled the oh, are you how's the news gonna react when you fire a colored person who's also a dwarf? Yeah, how's that? How are they gonna react? He's like, oh well, I don't want to offend anybody. Well, good. You don't want to. I don't want to offend you people. You people, are you hearing yourself right now? um, yeah, it's a very feel good story, and then you have all the Gloris Leachman scenes. She says the same thing, but it's hilarious every time. Every time she wakes up, like Willie comes in to Thurman Merman's house with a mask on, like the first time,
Mm.
and because he's gonna rob the place. He's just like, oh, you're letting me into your house. Okay, sweet, I'll just rob it. He passes his mask over his face, and the grandma comes and she's like, oh, Sammy, I'll go make you some sandwiches. And he realizing this, he's just like, oh, I don't need to wear this mask. This is an easy score. And like every time she like wakes up or whatever, she's like, oh, I'll just make you some sandwiches. It's her delivery and how she says it that's just hilarious. And then we got the other scene when she's when Willie and his girlfriend come in, and she's like on her chair, just
Passed out.
passed out basically, and they're like, "Oh no, she's dead. Oh God!" Everybody thinks that she's dead.
Even my mom, who wasn't even watching the movie.
Yeah, it's like, "Oh no, she's dead," and he, I forget what he does to her, but he's like, "Hey, are you there?" Like yelling in her ear, doesn't wake up, and then something happens.
He puts his finger to her nose.
Oh, that's what it was. And then she just like randomly just like, oh, wakes up. Oh, Sammy, you're here. I'll go make you some sandwiches. That's good. That's good ass shit. Um, yeah, that's that's pretty much. Unless there are some other scenes that you want to talk
No.
about. Yeah, it is a great movie. Uh, Holiday classic for sure. I wouldn't say it's 5 out of 5. I'd say about like 4.8.
Yep.
Mainly based on the characters and Thurman Merman, of course, and just how it's a continuous like joke, but there's also like meaning behind. Um, you see the meaning and growth behind Willie as the character, and as he goes from this wretched drunk who doesn't care about anything to all of a sudden caring about this kid and this woman, and but he still drinks. So, what do you give it?
I'd say 4.5.
4.5.
Because it's not my first time watching it either.
Yeah, I'm biased towards it. Because growing up, I never liked the whole like, oh, everybody needs to be happy on Christmas. I like the more raunchy stuff, or like take that power kind of thing. And it's not until like you're in your what do they call that? Anti something phase. Anti something phase. Look it up, kids. Like a rebellious phase, you get and you just like don't like what the mainstream is, and you just kind of get bored of that same message, and you want something different and new, and that's what this movie is. But it also provides a great message at the end of people are the people around you are what Christmas is about and stuff like that. Um, but that's just me. If you guys have a different opinion, then screw you! Or not, whatever.
Um, that was our review of the first one. Tomorrow we will do the second one with which has a few or one big actor that wasn't in the first one, Kathy Bates.
Kathy Bates. Oh my goodness.
She's in it.
She's in the next one. Kathy Bates. Stick around for Kathy Bates. And Tony Cox. And other people.
Tony Cox was in this one.
Oh, yeah.
He's Marcus.
Yeah.
I was just saying the new actors.
Oh. And other people.
Octavia Spencer is back in it. She was only in one very quick scene in this one.
Nice. We even have Thurman Merman as an adult. 13 years later. Goes from 3rd grade to maybe 9th. I don't know how many times he'll flunk out of school. But he got C's on his report card. So yeah, definitely worth a watch. For sure. I know we made it sound super exciting, and that was our intent. Making it sound exciting. I think I need to start like writing down a little notes, just for like scenes and like how fun they are or whatever. Just the scenes I enjoy, I think, because that'll make it a little easier. But yeah. So join us tomorrow for the next one, and sayonara.
And Christmas Day night for One Piece.
Christmas Day. Oh, the 25th, of course.
Yeah, at night.
Of course.
About
of course.
11:30 midnight Central.
I'm punching the air. I'm punching so
Because
fast.
I will be working not. I work till 10. So, like 11 o'clock Central. I'll be working a 12-hour shift.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Sayonara.